Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope that you guys are doing okay tonight. I almost changed the time to another time. I almost did, but I decided to go on and come on at 8:30 because I saw you guys waiting. I was like, I already got people waiting. But I hope that you guys are doing okay tonight. How's everybody doing? As y'all come into the room, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button as y'all come into the room. Tonight, you guys, I want to talk about, and we talked about this one time before, right? And of course, when the hackers hacked into my page, the people we know now as the hackers, they actually deleted this. We talked about this one time before, but we're going to talk about it again. I think each time we do stuff, we do it better, right? Each and every time we do it better. I want to talk about clout, cash, conspiracy, and caskets. Okay. Um, Clout, cash, conspiracy, and caskets. And I wanted to, and I kind of, and the reason that we thought about that is because we talked about it one time before. We just kind of talked about it in general. But I think now, hey, everybody, that we see a lot of stuff coming out as it relates to the Young Dogs case. And we're getting ready to start seeing more stuff come out as it relates to the Young Dogs case. And we're going to start to see more people indicted. And as we start to learn, I know a lot of people are looking for answers as it relates to the Young Dogs case. But I don't think, although answers will come out, I don't think it's not gonna make any sense, right? Magnay Mace is back. We ain't seen him in here in a long time. As a matter of fact, let me acknowledge all the people that's in here. I see Miss Deborah, she's a member. Natural Born Queen. Miss Jacqueline, Joy Loves God, she's a member. Miss Jacqueline is a member. Michelle is in the house. Um, who else is in here? Anissa, um, James, and Iris. Dima is in the house. She's a member and a moderator. Antonio H. Let's see. Letitia Wing. Karen Spencer is a member. Monica J is a member and a moderator. Hero Fix TV is a member. Shan is in the house. And Miss Diane Wright is a member. I don't know if I said Miss Diane Wright. Harold is in the house. How you doing, Harold? I'm glad to see you here. Jeff Lee is in the house. Magnay Mace is in the house. He's been MIA for a long time. We're glad to see him back. Miss Kimberly Wilson is in the house. She's a member and a moderator. Did I say Monica J is a member and a moderator? Miss Britton, Barbara Britton is a member. Player Co is a member. Sharon Webster is a member. Tanya Jackson is in the house. Black Swan is a member. Sanchez is a member. Boss Lady is in the house. Shane P. Miss Yam is a member. Let's see. Did I say Jacqueline Williams? If I didn't say it, I'm gonna. If I say it, I'm gonna say it again. I see Rest in Peace Young Dolph is in the house. Let's see. And I named everybody and all of those. Oh, okay. Miss Tyranny Allen, Miss Tiny. I'm glad I went back up because I didn't see them. And Bless One is here. 2 times saying hello. Okay. Yeah, so you guys, like I said, I wanted to put a lot of emphasis on what you all saw when I actually, on the picture of the live. And I want to put a lot of emphasis on this Young Dobbs case. I've been watching the elections extremely close. We probably, as a matter of fact, let me see who won the election in the district attorney's office. Anyways, because we should have the results in. I'm trying to see. Uh, I'm trying to see if we got those results in. Let's see. News Channel 3 should have it. And because whoever wins this election, it's going to be extremely, it's going to play a really big part, I think, in this young dog's case. Hold on. It says the results are in. It's just, I hate when it takes a minute for something to come up. Especially when I be so anxious, I'm trying to see who won the damn race. Okay, district attorney. Okay, so the precincts hasn't really started reporting yet. So normally we have the results, but we don't have them yet. So, but anyways, you guys, I think the person that wins the election, and in which I think Amy, because she knows more about this young dog situation, I think she's pressing harder as it relates to this young dog situation to make sure that everybody that played a part in his murder is indicted. So, I kind of been watching this. I don't think she's gonna be lenient. I think she's going hard. She's kind of keeping her feet on the necks, on a lot of people's necks. So, as it relates to that, so I think as far as justice for young Dolph, we would need Amy. I don't think Steve Mulroy has a lot of knowledge about this young Dolph situation. I mean, he's a lawyer, but he's only really ever taught law. So, and he's always really, well, I'll just say from the way he talked, he wants to be extremely lenient, as it relates to these charging these people for these crimes. When people start talking about rehabilitation and things of that nature, ain't no families really interested in the families of the victims. If they've lost loved ones, they don't give a damn about no rehabilitation. They want to know what are you going to charge them for taking my loved one away from me, and I want them prosecuted to the fullest. That's what's cared about, right? Right. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about, you guys, was Clout, Cash, Conspiracy, and Caskets. And I think that is so sad, you guys, on so many levels, that there's a lot of what we see as far as the clout. People want clout. They're giving cash. They conspire to commit murder, and then somebody is taken out, unfortunately. And that's a repetitive thing in the Black community, and that is exactly what happened in the Young Dolls case. Some people wanted some clout. They was promised some things. They was given some cash, and then a group of people, I'm told, conspired, and then unfortunately young Dolph lost his life, right? There was a casket, there was a murder. And we're seeing this so much, as all really everywhere, but especially in our area, you know. And so when we talk about the young Dolph's murder, there are a lot of major components to this young Dolph's case. People kind of skate around stuff because you can't really be accusatory. You have to kind of let the prosecutors and the announce who's going to be indicted, and let them do their jobs, right? And we've started seeing a lot of cleanup, even though it don't seem like it, in the streets of Memphis, because the Fed's been out there spinning. That's why you've been seeing a lot of these gang members and stuff getting arrested and things of that nature, right? And after this election is over, you're going to start seeing more indictments. Okay. You're going to start seeing more indictments. And I think I said that we saw an indictment on Monday. That was for the Covington murder, but it's ironic how somehow that Covington situation, because of the car, it's a link to Young Dolph's murder, which probably the same people are linked to that, right? Okay. Some of the same people knew each other or something like that. I'll say that. Okay. So what we're seeing is these young men want clout. And even though a lot of them are, the majority of them are affiliated with gangs and things of that nature, a lot of them are trying to really get into the entertainment business. If you see some of them, like Straight Drop well, we know Straight Drop. He was wanted to rap. He was a rapper, okay? He was wanting to get into the industry. And Straight Drop has been accused of killing Dolph, and there are a lot of rumors around what happened as it relates to that. As far as, so allegedly he was promised a record deal, he was paid. So that's where that clout and cash come in. And then there was a conspiracy that we do know. There was a conspiracy. Now the Alphabet Boys don't play. And then Young Dolph lost his life. Okay? He lost his life. Okay? And a lot of people go, well, I think they say to me, well, I think you're pretty hard on people, certain people, as it relates to this Young Dolph's case. Let me just say this. I look at the JoJo Splats, and I look at some of these people who we had never known anything about JoJo Splat, but he seems to be going up. Those are things that we cannot ignore. It's like people seem to have been rewarded in some way or another, either for dissing Young Dolph, or there are rumors. When you see some of these people, there are rumors of affiliation with this Young Dolph's assassination. And so when you see them again, they went from being nobody to going straight up. They seem to be getting some type of reward from somewhere. So there is a money flow. There's a well flowing somewhere. And I think it's a shame that so many young men are doing anything for some clout. For that temporary clout and that temporary cash, they conspire to take people out. And they're not gonna get to enjoy it anyway, because they get ready to be indicted. It's sad when you see a young man, because here's the thing. Everybody knows that there was an issue with Young Dolph and with Yo Gotti. That was pre and CMG. Okay. Yo Gotti has his camp, Young Dolph has his camp. But my God, Young Dolph has lost his life, and there was a consistent pattern of trying to take his life. But now that the young man has lost his life, God bless his soul. Does it mean that members in CMG have to still consistently diss him? And it seems like, because I saw Migos say, I'm smoking on a Dolph pack. Now, before that, I'd never seen Big Jook and all of them posting little Migos on their page a whole lot. But since that happened, it seems that they have been quite a bit. It's like people are rewarded and they go up for even dissing Young Dolph, even in his death. I can't hold back no more. It's the truth. You just have to say it like it is. Now that's how it appears. And I think it's a shame that these young men are willing to just do demeaning things, to include murder for some clout. Now, y'all always hear me say, well, you know, A lot of these people, and there is a money flow somewhere. I don't give a damn what nobody say. We know that there is a money flow somewhere. There is a funder. There somebody's funded. There is a funder somewhere. Okay. And you always hear me say, well, these people that's got this money, they see that these young boys, they probably already troubled. Okay. So they want some type of validation. They want some type of approval, especially if they ain't got it from home. So if they want that, and then they already been out in the street, they might be in survival mode. If you see a young brother that's in need, a young brother that needs some help, if you got money to pay them to go do crazy stuff, like murder people, that's destroying lives. Y'all, they spam in the chat. Okay. I blocked them. Y'all watch the chat. They already sending their people to spam the chat. Okay. If you see them and they're already destroying lives, I mean, they already are troubled young men, and you got money to put on top of people's heads or to pay somebody to go and destroy whatever is left of Young Dolph, to include the mural. That means you got money to throw away. If you see these young brothers out there, Memphis is impoverished. If you got money to give them for that, then that means you got money to throw away. Why don't you help them? Why don't you give them an incentive to do good? And see, the thing about me, I can't understand. Everybody wants the cash to include the funders. They want that cash flow to continuously come in an abundance, and then they weaponize their money. That's what they do. They're weaponizing their fame and their money. Okay. Because when you putting hits on people's heads, that means you're weaponizing your money. The fame and the clout, the fame and the riches that the community that you brought your don't get me started. It's too early because y'all know I get upset. I have to control my temper. Okay, because I was about to go in, but I ain't gonna go in too early because I get tired out and I get sleepy. Okay. But the community that helped to make you rich. Okay. You send destruction back to that community that helped to make you rich. And I can't understand these half of 100 Negroes. Okay. They're in their 40s and 50s, late 30s. They sending these dudes out. JoJo Splat, 19 years old. Basically a damn baby. He wouldn't know he had a damn nose on his face if it wasn't sitting between his eyes, where he could glance at it sometimes. But even though he's out there in the street, instead of rewarding him for something that if he was involved in, he gonna pay for anyways. And see, that's what they say. Well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. He did a job. I keep up my end on for little bruh or whatever. But you just screw little bruh's life flat foot up. And then you see a lot of these folks on social media acting like they damn father of the year when they ugly asses is old enough to be a lot of these kids' fathers. Okay. But instead they sent them out to be crash dummies. A lot of these people got a lot to pay for, and they think that they're not going to pay, but they're going to pay. There is a price to pay when you weaponize your money and your fame, because right now money and fame is being weaponized, and what they're doing is they're destroying the same damn communities that help to put their ugly, not nappy head asses on. Okay? They sending destruction back to the damn communities that they brought their asses out of, so they know it's impoverished. Okay? So we got clout is a drug. Clout, people, it's a damn shame when you see people wanting clout, even now more than money. If I'll kill somebody on Facebook, I get the likes. Okay? They want clout more than they do money. And that's what went on in this young Doss case. Some people wanted some clout. They was promised some things. And now they're sitting ducks. And some more people, just because the rest of them ain't been indicted yet, they gonna be. Okay. Absolutely, Demon. They willing to die for clout. Now, people was talking about Trulia Mafia. Okay. I mean, there was never any doubt that that Trulia Mafia, some of those young men, I don't know all of them, so I can't say all of them had a part in it because I don't know all of them. But we knew at the time at least Straight Drop had a part in it, right? Devin Burns was a person of interest. We knew about him because that's what they said. He was a person of interest. Teasy was a person of interest at one time. Okay, all of these people were let go at that point, right? Okay. Now we have the other young man, Trayon, that has been arrested. And so people are saying, well, we we knew all the time. We tried to tell y'all it was Trulia Mafia. Ain't no damn body crazy. We knew when Straight Drop was arrested, he had an affiliation with Trulia Mafia. But that's just that ain't all of it. I mean, they just some of them are just the players, right? But we still don't know all of them, so we can't say all of them were involved. Okay. And truly a mafia was there to do a job. Okay. Straight drop. Now people go back and forwards about Cornelius. People can say what they want to about Cornelius. You know, Cornelius was a little older, so he was a career criminal, so he knew how to cover his tracks a little bit better. He wasn't trying to be a rapper. He was not trying to be in the spotlight. He just wanted to be a burglar and a robber, okay, and then take that money and go start businesses that he had hijacked and robbed somebody else for. Now people go back and forth about, Cornelius and Trulia Mafia. I mean, I believe that was Cornelius out there. I don't know if he was a part of Trulia Mafia or not, but I believe that was his ass out there. Okay. And if y'all think they were the only two out there, you crazy. We already know. And then if you listen to the chief the other day, she said that they was pulling all of the footage from the area. See, I had never even seen that video. But I think I was saying, and I just happened to pull it the other day. Okay, that there was video working in every angle. They was able to get those videos of who all was out there, what all cars was surrounding that cookie shop. Because there were cars, I'm told, that surrounded that cookie shop. Hell, I could say that now because it's getting ready to come out anyways. And it didn't come from off the street. So I mean, when they start looking at my stuff and they start getting scared, talking about, well, she know too much. I mean, the police do their job. I get my information from the sources. I don't, not from off the street. They know their job. They've been knowing what had happened. They was just too ignorant to know that the police could do their job. Did they think that the feds, and I'm like I keep saying, that there are several federal entities that's involved in investigating this young dog's case? Did they think that they was going to be able to ever outsmart those different federal agencies that joined with the Memphis Police Department to make sure that young dog was um um got justice? Did a bunch of petty gang members ever think that they could outsmart the intelligence of those agencies and the intelligence that they got underground? Did they ever think that? And see, that's what I'm talking about. It kind of goes back to, you start looking at these kids, and I call them kids because they are to me. They are 20, that they range 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And then they have handlers, it appears, I'll say, that are double their damn ages. That's the root of the tree that I talk about. That's the root of the tree. Their handlers are the roots of the tree. They're the financiers of these hits, because that's ultimately the problem. I hold them more responsible than I do these crash dummy kids who's looking for validation, who's already messed up. And they mentally, they really ain't. They know right from wrong. Okay. Y'all get Allie rotten ass up out of my chat. Okay. So did they ever think that? And so it goes back to clout, cash, conspiracies, and caskets, because it all equates to a casket. It's almost like, is it cash for caskets? You give me cash, I'll give you a casket. It's pathetic. And what's so sad to me is you see a lot of these OGs that call themselves OGs, they got their money flowing right now. Okay. For right now. Because God ain't gonna let them get away with what they did to young Dolph. And I don't give a care how mad they can kiss my ass. They need to take that up with God. They not gonna get away. Those are the laws of the earth. They lined that man up because they was jealous of him, and they had them boys to go over there and kill that boy. It was wrong. Okay, it was wrong. There's nothing humane about what they did to young Dolph. It's wrong. Okay. Let me look at this Shelby County election, y'all, because y'all know I'm getting ready to go in. Okay. And I want Amy to win, because Amy gonna handle young Dolph's case right. She gonna make sure all the players are gotten. So I'm kind of paying attention to this election. Okay. Hold on. I don't know what's taking them so long to because I thought I saw some numbers. District attorney, maybe it's at the top. Okay, I'm gonna keep it right there because the numbers ain't started coming in yet. But I'm paying close attention to certain races, right? Okay. But I think it's a damn shame before God that some of these young men, I mean, they're enjoying their clout right now, but they know that folks coming for them. And it's a damn shame when you could be double some of these men can be double these young men's ages. And they send them out and they go, well, I paid them to do a job. Dolph gone. That's all they really gave a damn about. And then not only did they destroy Dolph's life, they destroyed Dolph's children and his family's life. Okay. And they've destroyed, these young men knew better, but still they've ultimately destroyed some more parts of their community lives. That's why I say the treat of the true treat them bitches is the one that's the problem. Lord forgive me, that came up. Because they're constantly spreading their money around that the city of Memphis has helped them to get a lot of them. Okay? Because the city of Memphis supported a lot of these hometown artists before anybody outside of Memphis ever knew them. And we have to make them rich and famous, and they send destruction back to the same damn communities that they brought their no good asses out of. And Memphis is impoverished. So you consistently taking kids away, taking fathers away from their kids. There's a rap I talk about all the time. I'm not going to say his name because I was thinking about doing a little documentary on him and putting it on my TV show. And he was a street dude for real. He was murdered some years back. And he had some sons. And I happened to find some video of his sons when he was alive. Now he was a street dude, a hardcore street dude, but when you saw him with his kids about 5 years ago, he was different with his kids. Those boys loved him to death. And so fast forward, he's been dead about 4 years. And I just happened to find his oldest son that's about 17 years old right now on social media. And that intelligent, articulate young man that I saw, because I was like, dog, he was really good with his children. But now his father is dead. He's a different young child. He's out there in the street. He's in the street for real. So when these dudes call themselves making chess moves because they think they gonna elevate. First of all, man can elevate you, but you still got to deal with God. And a lot of them pitiful anyways. Because if you got an issue with a man, you go to a man. You don't send nobody else to go and take somebody out, especially in the way that they took young Dolph out. And then look at God was working the whole time because God wasn't pleased with that. The earth shook. And then it has blown up in their face. They never expected for it to get the amount of attention that it is getting, right? They never expected that. Clout, cash, conspiracies, and caskets. Now, a lot of people sit up and talk about, well, I don't believe that was straight drop. Somebody just got their ass on here that's being paid to sit up and say straight drop was in California. Has he been able to prove it? Ganguly, because now all that he could prove that. How come he ain't proved that Ganguly is a good attorney? He should have been out. If he was in California, that's the first thing that they should have produced, proof that he was in California. No, he wasn't in California because he was running. He was trying to get somewhere in Indianapolis, in Indiana, and go underground. And that didn't even work out for him. Because when you do wrong, can't nothing right be birthed out of wrong. Straight drop, when this first happened to Dolph, the scary thing about it, and this is scary, he was doing videos. He was wearing pre-chains all on his side. And a man had lost his life, a human being that he's been accused of taking out of here. and he was happy as he could be, like he didn't have a damn worry in the world. Even when he went live, he was rapping and going on. All that shit gonna be used against him in court anyways. Cause see, the jury might look at him as he was a damn sociopath or something. Cause it is scary when you could take a human life, allegedly, because he ain't been convicted yet. Okay. And it's like you don't have a care in the world. The only time I really saw that he could have some fear was when he realized that people knew it was him. And in that chat, on when he was on social media, folks was tagging the FBI, the Memphis Police Department, saying, "We know you was out there." It shocked him. His eyes stretched. He was constantly drinking. Okay. Because it was instigated and there was motivation by the damn root of the tree, which is the root of the tree is destroying the damn community. And see, people are not teaching their children anymore that there are a lot of things that you just don't do for money, and validating them, because a lot of them are screwed up. They send their children right into the hands of the sharks out in the street. And if God has blessed you, especially to be some type of millionaire, stupid mother sucker, you gonna destroy the community that you struggled in and the little dudes that's left? You help to destroy their lives even more. And then you can dance around and get on social media like you some type of star. You are a terrorist. That's what you are. You are a terrorist. I think about Black Youngster, and Lord knows I don't be wanting to go there and talk about Black Youngster, because Black Youngster has a darkness on him that is just, I don't know. It's when God get him, he's not going to recover. And the sad thing about it is, I knew Black Youngster's great aunts. They were some praying women. And so at the core of his gut, when you see him post stuff every now and again, he'll say, "Keep God first." So it had to have penetrated him some kind of way. But all the layers that's on top of that is nothing but evil. And it comes from wanting that cash and that clout and willing to do anything to keep that favor and coming in. He don't even realize that who his real God is. When he say, "Keep God first," who is his God? Because I'm wondering now, who is he giving praises to? Because when you could do the type of stuff that I've seen him do and post and still diss, it seems to get favor, and it couldn't be from the God that we serve. Because when we hear people say now, giving all praises to God, now we got to wonder what God. We used to know it was the Almighty God, but we look at the stuff that they do, we have to wonder, what God are they really praising? Is it a man in the flesh that you want to be in good favors with? Because some of these folks look at some of these record heads as their damn God, and they're willing to do anything, and they got to pay for that. They got to pay for it, because God is a God of wrath. Nobody is getting away with what they did to Young Dolph. You understand me? Nobody is getting away with it. Okay? You have to reap what you sow. So Straight Drop was doing videos. You look at some of Straight Drop's videos. He was in the video. They allegedly were Moneybag Yo's cousin. It's like he was being rewarded for something. He was being rewarded for something. And I know a lot of people say that I'm hard on CMG. Yes, I am. I'm hard on CMG because we watched Gotti's come up. And just because he don't say nothing, I can't stand a nigga that throw rocks and hide their damn hands. They the worst kind. Okay, they the worst damn kind. Okay. Most people that are in the music industry, they're slick in competition with each other. It ain't nothing wrong with having friendly competition, because you have business people that have the same types of businesses like Walmart and Target. They have friendly competition. You don't see them taking each other out. Okay. But people say that I'm hard on CMG. Yes, I am. I see the distastefulness and the tackiness that damn label has exuded, and it comes from the very damn top. Okay? They can call me dumb, but I've really got a whole lot of sense. Okay? It comes from the very top. You know why? Because when you are a business owner and you got people that work for you, ultimately them little dudes work for him, because the money trickles up to him, really, or it starts with him and it trickles down. He give them what he want them to have. Okay? And people can sit up on your label and put out videos all down at the graveyard, which is going to come back to hunt Black youngster if he's ever indicted. Okay? On something. Okay? And sit up and say I'm smoking on a dog pat and diss a dead man and you not do anything about it. When you find people that are in control not doing something about something, it is because they are in agreement with it and they are encouraging it. Those young men would not do it if he did not tell them to do it, or if he stopped it. No, we ain't gonna do that. He dead. We can't do that. I can't have that type of negativity around my. This right here is my brand, my business. Y'all can't be doing no mess like that. You could ultimately ruin me, but he want them to do it. And even though he might not tell them to do it, you can passively, and quietly and silently, without saying anything, reward people the more stuff they do. I'm smoking on dog pat. You might not have told them to do it, but you start showing them a little bit more favor. Start sharing they videos and stuff, whatever they got going on. You start giving them a little bit more attention. You ain't told them to do it, okay? But you start giving them a little bit more. And so it encourages them to do it. That's in a passive manner. And then you ain't stopping it. Because he could have put a stop to a lot of this shit a long time ago. He was supposed to put a stop to Black youngster a long time ago, but he sent him out to do it. A lot of what he was doing when he was all just doing a whole lot of stuff that never should have took place. Because it's one thing to beef on the mic. It's another thing you're going too far when bullets and stuff are exchanged, and it's in our own damn community. Motherfuckers, we made y'all rich. Your talent wouldn't be shit if the people weren't behind you. It's too many talented people out there. Every other Black man is talented in rap. They just need the opportunity and the funding. And you got other Black people that helped to line up a Black man that was teaching the recipe to independence, so that no other Black boy that's coming up could learn the recipe and cut out the slave owner. It's too many damn Black people want to be patted on the back by the damn slave owner. And we happen to line up our own damn people. Them motherfuckers think they not gonna pay for what they did. And they get mad at anybody that stick to truth and say it. They know the laws of the damn earth. A lot of those ones that sent these young boys out to send them out to do a lot of this stuff, they came up in my era. They came up during a time where they knew better. that you did not go and take people's lives. You didn't do shit like that. They understood that there was repercussions. They understood that you gonna fight it out. You might spring on somebody when they piss you off, but you didn't go take their life. They came up in the era where they know better than that. So why are they sending out other people's children that are basically already troubled? A lot of these folks come from troubled homes. Why are they helping to destroy our community? And then why are we consistently supporting them? Okay? Because I don't support nothing that destroys a community that me and my people got to stay in. That's just like saying, I got mine. I don't give a damn how you live. Well, you know, they ain't got the head by the music. And you're right. You're right. They ain't got the by the music. But how come they don't take the initiative to change and try to give back to the same damn community that helped to put them on? So people get mad at me when I don't know a damn thing Gotti done never did for Memphis. Well, he did something. He gave away some backpacks. Well, I don't give a damn. I never known him to do a damn thing. Well, he put a business in the community. He ain't doing a damn thing for us. He putting a business in the community. It's doing something for him and his family. It ain't doing a damn thing for us. We go and line their pockets when we walk up in there. Which is why they should have more respect for the same damn community that's helping to make their children and their generations to come rich. They ought to have more respect than to be sending destruction back. I have to call a spade a spade. Don't you ever think that you putting a business in a community is helping that damn community, especially when you ain't really employing no damn body but your own. That's you. That community is helping you. There's a lot of people got the game twisted, and they ain't got the game twisted. They just know how to trick the people. I ain't fooled. I know what it is. Okay. I give back in ways in my community because I understand I need those people in that community to support my damn business. If they didn't support it, it wouldn't be able to stand. Okay. I ain't doing a damn thing for them. I got a talent. I can give them a service, but I can't give it to them if they don't come and patronize me. So they really doing me more of a favor when they walk up in there. So I give back. So we got people that are in positions. I told you I ain't want to preach tonight. My throat then got sore because I get passionate about stuff like this. I'm very passionate. I'm a real passionate person when it comes to our community and what they're doing to our future. These young men are our future. And you got people that are in positions to help them. And then they're taking out people like Dolph that could have helped. God, it can't help everybody. So we need other people like Dolph, like other people to be grooming other people from within his camp and within Dolph's camp. And then talking about financial liberation. I told y'all when this situation happened with Dolph, I said, listen, you're going to start hearing artists, and God put that in my spirit. You can go back if the motherfuckers ain't deleted the video and listen. And when I said you're going to hear people sit up and say, since Dolph has died, you don't need to be independent. You need to go and get a record company behind you. That's what they put him in place for. God, it ought to be ashamed of his damn self. He got to pay for a lot of stuff that he got to pay. He got to be called out because this shit got to stop. It's got to stop. I said, mark my words, you're gonna start seeing that. They're gonna give a few cuckabug heads some money, and they're gonna get in front of these impressionable young men that's hungry, that ain't got nothing, that'll do anything for some money and some clout, to include conspire to commit murder, which is where the caskets come in at. And they're gonna say, you'll be better off if you get with a record company. Those are the slave owners. You really don't need to be independent. I said, mark my word. I said that shit back in February, I believe, January or February. God put that in my spirit. I'd be damned if I did not hear him say it about a month or so later. And I remember somebody commenting on that and said it was a girl that said that he was going to say that. Or you're going to start seeing rappers say that. Okay? Because they want to be owned by masters instead of getting with Dolph and coexisting, and they could have made a whole lot of money going the independent route, all while liberating the Black community. These Black boys are talented as hell. Anytime you can rap and you got a flow and it comes off the top of your head and you rhyme and you can't even pronounce your damn words right, but you rhyme, and that's a damn talent. They quick on their feet. But instead, when they do sign them, it's only so that they could put a lid on them and control them, not so they could be all that they can be. Okay. I think about Moneybag Yo. Money. I like Moneybag music. I, you know, I'm feeling Finesse 2 times now. I've kind of made that connection. I could see where Moneybag kind of got his style from Finesse. Finesse just got a little bit more bass in his voice, but I could see that. That's why Finesse is blazing up the charts. He just wasn't out there like that. Finesse is a hardcore street dude. Okay, and I don't know what kind of business sense that he has. I don't know. I can't say that, but I know I know he's blazing. He's hot. Okay. But you see somebody like Finesse 2 times. I think about the Finesse 2 times, and I don't know Finesse 2 times, but he seems to speak his mind. Okay, he seems to call a spade a spade. Okay, he calls a spade a spade. He don't seem like a person that is easily controlled. Okay, so I have to say, because I like Finesse 2 times, I can believe that Moneybag got his flow, and Finesse 2 times helped Moneybag with his flow. I make that damn connection because they sound alike. Finesse voice just a little deeper, but you got the Finesse 2 times, the rich lords who they took out. Okay, and you got um Young Doll. Those people couldn't. Finesse don't seem like he could be controlled, but he's blazing up the charts. I hope he keep a solid team around him, because we got cash, we got clout, cash, and conspiracies in the atmosphere. And then they sending out troubled people to bring them back caskets for anybody that poses a threat to what they trying to do. And them motherfuckers it ain't gonna work anyways. I was in meditation this morning, and I see some of these people that think that they on top right now. What they did, it wasn't right. God put in my spirit, in 5 years, everything, even if some of them slide through the cracks and don't go to jail, and within 5 years, they will whatever they thought they had, they won't even be, people won't even be talking about them no more. They won't even have it. They're not going to even have it. Because you can't destroy a community, especially a community that you came out of, and be so money hungry that you're willing, and jealous, because jealousy played a lot in Dolph's murder, that you're willing to take people out and destroy lives. Okay? That you're willing to take people out and destroy lives. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to keep up with this district attorney's race. Hold on. I see some precincts are reporting. Child, I don't know what's taking them so long. Okay? That's right. And you can't hurt somebody else's mother. God answers the prayers. Young Dolph has a mom. And if there's one thing that I know about God, God answers the prayers of a mother faster than any prayer. Young Dolph's mother bound to have known what happened to her child. That was her damn child that she gave birth to. I don't care what kind of issues she had in the damn past. That was her child. He was a father. And y'all think that woman ain't got on her knees and petitioned God to heal her heart and to bring justice to her son? And y'all niggas think y'all gonna be able to sit out there and troll this woman's dead child that y'all was a part of taking down prematurely because of your jealousy and greed, and God ain't gonna get you back? Y'all think y'all gonna be able to consistently pay other people's children that are troubled to go out there and crash out instead of trying to guide them in the right direction, and God not get you back? It ain't gonna happen like that. God is gonna get them back. And a lot of them so screwed up. They was out here sending other folks out. They talking about this Doss case. Set them up. Do something to them. And you had stupid Negroes. I'm talking about these old niggas now. Old, crusted, ignorant, these shade tree ignorant ass hit men with they old asses. Your ass 35 and up, you an old ignorant nigga. When you sitting up taking hits, letting somebody give you money with your ignorant ass to go do a hit, and you got children at home. You got kids. If a nigga cares something about you, they gonna help him put you up on some game about how to get some money without destroying your life and somebody else's life. I tell you, I was blown away when somebody got in my comments one day. I was talking about straight drop, and it had to been somebody from out of Goddess camp. I don't know. I can't say, because a lot of these folks bad shit crazy. It could have been anybody. But what was so funny to me was, I guess they thought I was talking about Gotti, but I wasn't. They said, well, it's like the president. Gotti guarded like the president. If somebody hit him, it's gonna have to be somebody within this camp. I can't remember verbatim what I was talking about. I just remember I was saying to myself, what the hell they talking about? I wouldn't even talk about Gotti. And then they said, what you don't understand, T, is that straight drop family ain't never got to worry about nothing. They're going to be taken care of for the rest of their lives as a whole. So you trying to tell me that straight drop messed his life up as well as young Dolph's life up? for some money? What good is straight drop to his child if he got to be in jail for the rest of his damn life? Because that's where he gonna be. Or for the majority of his life, because I think he dropping some bombs. Ain't nobody told me that, but I just kind of think he might be. But for at least 30 years, we know he gonna be up in there. So what good is he to his child? What good is it to have money if you can't be out to spend it? And that's what these young people are not thinking about. But these old niggas know. These old Negroes know better. And it's a damn shame that they're not trying to guide these kids, and they're supposed to be their OGs. They ain't trying to guide them. It's a damn shame before God how they're destroying lives. Yeah, this my hitter, this my little hitter. Whatever happened to saying, dog, you don't kill nobody. That's a life. You don't do that. You know, if you want to make some money, you know, come and work over here. You know, I help you. You show me some dedication. You show me you know how to control your temperance. You show me you're not gonna make me look bad. In the meantime, if you got some money, you out there hustling, or you've been out there hustling in the past, I'll show you what to do with that. Let me help you invest in some real estate. Let me show you how to buy a property so you can get some residuals. If you want to rap, you got some nice flow. If I can't help you, maybe I can introduce you to somebody that can if you show me you're hungry. But instead, you got these old crusty Negroes messing up other folks' child. I'll give you 100K, 200K if you go take a life. What kind of damn world do we live in? Cash, clout, conspiracies, and then a casket. And these kids now, I mean, with what they put into the atmosphere as far as these drugs and stuff, it ain't making it no better. They zombified. They don't even care about their own lives. They don't, a lot of them don't even expect to live past 25 because they ain't got no hope. A lot of them already living life, their life is a living damn hell. And you mean to tell me, as an OG, you could take a part in consistently destroying lives? If that's supposed to be your little dude, you can't help him to do better, especially if you're in the position to do it. And so not only are some of these people terrorists, they are just a flat out freaking menace to society. You're a damn menace to society when a man is gunned down. And then you can get on your damn Instagram and you suppose some of y'all say y'all millionaires. That's questionable because millionaires don't do what a lot of these folks that claim that they're millionaires I've been seeing do. You can get on your social media and troll this man being dead and he in the grave. So then that means they're mad at his artist. They trolling his artist because they pose some type of threat. God forbid they gonna be another young Dolph and they gonna represent, and they have been representing. But to a lot of people that wanted to take young Dolph out, they've been trying to destroy his legacy. So now they messing up a bunch of other damn crazy ass kids. They paying them to go all down to the mural and paint that up. They want to pay them to troll they artists and stuff. They paying medias to get all on here with that fake ass shit and make all these damn false accusations because they want to destroy anything that remains of young Dolph. They never thought that it would blow up like this. It ain't gonna work. He ain't gonna go nowhere because his spirit is still stepping. Y'all can't take a man out like that and expect for God. First of all, it's God that's out there stepping. And he got Dolph at his right hand up on this wing because y'all niggas didn't do that right. So it's just the justice of God. And that's a justice that y'all can't put no hits on. You can't do it. So whatever they thought they was going to gain, a lot of times God let the devil think that they are elevating, because the higher they go, it's an illusion anyways. The harder they going to fall. The higher you go, the more people can see you, and everybody going to witness it. It goes back to what I said before. He says, I prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemy. And then one of my favorite scriptures is, I keep saying it, he says, when I get them back, you're going to see me get them back for what they did to you. I meditate on that every day. He ain't never failed me yet. So I'm going to tell you something. When people think they elevate, the higher you go, the more crowds can see you. And then because the laws of the earth says you have to reap what you sow, they're going to get it back. So when God get them back, Daw's family going to see him get them back. And then he's going to prepare the table before them in the presence of, he prepares the table for you in the presence of your enemies. So he's going to give Daw's family a seat at the front of the damn table to witness the damn takedown. They can't put no hit on God. And it's a damn shame when you got hitmen and they know that the feds know them by their first damn name. That's why I say they shade tree hitmen. It's a damn shame that you supposed to be a damn hitman for another man and you get ready to go away from your damn kids. What kind of father are you? What kind of man are you to your woman that you can go do something, destroy lives, and take yourself away from your family so another man, just to appease another man who's jealous of somebody else surpassing them, and then you have to go away from your family and they out with theirs? What kind of man are you to your woman and your damn kids where you go and put your life in danger just so another man can be out and play floss and flodge like he father of the damn year? What kind of world do we live in? Okay? What kind of world are we living in? It's a lot of other black men, young black men that have children that's getting ready to be indicted. And guess what? They're not bringing their asses home no more. They knew better. But these OGs that paid them, they knew even better than them. And they're the problem. They are the problem. Hold on, y'all. I've been preaching my butt off. Hold on. Shit. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Y'all know what's crazy is I always gonna put some food on right before I get on here. I don't know why I do that. And then forget about it. And I thought about it. I've been talking for a doggone hour. And I made me some honey garlic chicken. Let me see. Let me start reading some of y'all comments. Y'all, please hit the like button. I ain't stopped for nothing. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Um, hmm, let me read some of y'all comments right quick. If Dolph Gotti and other Memphis rappers got together and started their own distribution company, even if they only distribute Memphis rappers, they could literally cut out the middleman. Absolutely. These folks act like Dolph was committing a crime trying to cut out the middleman and teach his artists financial liberation so that they would not be taken advantage of. What's the damn crime about that? Ooh, okay. Don't, because I was ready to get started again. I'm trying to choke down my chicken right quick. I made me some honey glazed chicken drumlets. I baked them. Let's see. Social media. Yes, social media is the new crack. Yes, y'all. Please hit the like button. Okay. Let me look at these elections. I don't know why they're taking so long. Um, stop. In uploading. Stop. Um, they're taking a long time to upload these results, and I'm anxious to see who won. Normally, in the elections, they already have the results. Okay. Clout is the newest strong drug right now. It sure is. These folks want clout more than they want money. And that's how the slave owners are tricking them. I'll give you fame. I'll make you famous. You'll be known all over the world. They conveniently leave out the money. How much money I get? Well, you're gonna have to work hard for that money. They'll go all around it. And the sad thing about it is you got some of these people that own record labels who have taken on that same sharky position. Yeah, I had to give her a piece of chicken, child. Y'all saw she had started barking. I had to go and give her a piece because I didn't want to hear her hollering and stuff. So I just gave her a piece of chicken, her own piece. Um, Dima says, I don't know how Trayon lived with himself, knowing that he took Miss Anita Wilson's life and almost took the other young lady's life. That whole situation is weird to me. Dolph not going nowhere. You're right. I was watching Auntie Fiona's birthday. The aim at the clouds. And I kid you not, it looked like Dolph watching Celebration. Wow. People would die or risk their freedom lives. Remy living a good, yes, she is, Catalea. My mama say it all the time. That dog, that's a blessed dog. She live a good life. Um, Deborah says he was probably so high until he didn't really realize the impact of what he done for a little change. Now every time he tries to close his eyes, he have nightmares. Straight Drop looked like he has aged 30 years. He looks like he's a 23, 24-year-old man that looks like he is about um in his 40s, you know, and I'm sure he wish he could go back because Straight Drop had nothing to gain. He gained nothing. As a matter of fact, he gained nothing. He was, I'm hearing he was promised some stuff, but what can he do with it? He got to be in jail for the better part of his life. So you have to think about, what did he gain? These kids don't understand when they're out here doing this dirty work for everybody else. The only person that gained is the person that's sending them out to do it. That's it. They get to live their best lives while they living in jail. Yes, they played Straight Drop like a piano tune, and that don't, you know, I it just it's messed up. It's messed up because he's still a 24-year-old young African American man. But Dolph was a young African American man who had everything going for him. It don't make me feel good to know that Straight Drop has destroyed his life. As a mother, it don't make me feel good. But it also don't make me feel good to know that they took a proactive, productive young man off of this earth that got it from the mud simply because he dared to be great. Dolph was taken out because he was great. And it's a damn shame that we got cuckabug heads in our community that's doing stuff like this to our very own people. Okay? It's a damn shame before God. What is going on in our community. And I don't understand it. Okay? Hold on for a second, you guys. Hold on. Remy, stop it. I'm not playing. Okay? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, everyone. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Here I come. Ugh. Hello. I'm gonna get up in the early. Okay. Okay, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. And y'all know what's so sad is that we as black people will gladly escort other people into our community to hijack what we got going on. We'll work with other people to try and destroy other black people. See, as I was saying earlier, Dolph represented financial freedom. Other people that's trying to come into the black community to take advantage and hijack what black people have going on because they lack the knowledge to know the business part of a lot of this music stuff. Of course, they'll put their people on here to try and lie on Dolph's artists and spread propaganda because they couldn't give a damn about Dolph anyways, nor the black community. But what kills me is how a lot of these other black people working with them. And I'll give my situation a prime example of being on YouTube and how they've harassed me and committed all types of felonies against me. And some of these are others, and they got black people working with them. Okay. But it goes back to what I was saying. If you dare to be great, if you get on here to tell the truth, to try to open the eyes of especially black people, everybody takes advantage of the black people. Okay. So if you got somebody like me who is blunt and tell the truth, of course they'll try and lie on me and make me look bad or commit these felonies that they have committed against me, which are federal crimes. And they get a bunch of cuckabug heads who already got jealousy in them, just like some of these people that was jealous of Dolph, to work with them until it's paying time, until it's time for them to pay for what they did. Then everybody scat out and start telling on each other. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry for eating my honey glazed garlic chicken in y'all's ear. I'm just trying to put something on my stomach so I can start back up. Y'all know I'm going in. Mm-hmm. They're being paid to have an agenda. It ain't gonna work anyway. When you've identified who it is, that you've already won half the battle. With the damn proof. Oh, it's honey garlic. It's honey garlic chicken. It is so good. I'm gonna give you the recipe, Catalea. And I made them a little spicy with that spicy slap your mama seasoning. I hope I'm not smacking. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. So they be sweet and spicy at the same time. Okay, I'm back. So tonight, you guys, we've been talking about clout, cash, conspiracies, and caskets. um, Joe Loves God, he didn't ask until the guy got involved in the Covington. You were right about him being confused. He knows that everyone else has probably realized. Absolutely. I feel, and nobody has told me this. Who won? Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking at the I'm trying to look at the hold on, y'all. Hold on, guys. They still reporting on the precincts. They're still reporting. Let's see. Nene Loyal stopping in to hit the like button. Thank you, Nene. Um, caskets are dying. Caskets and dying is a big business, so they will connect in the end. Justice will look and be served in different ways that will just as mind blowing. If y'all haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. But you guys, you know, even if Amy don't win, Paul and them still gonna be over there at that district attorney's office. Paul Hagerman and all of them, they're not going anywhere. But I hope she wins though. I know they just started. Um, the numbers just started coming in. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Okay, they only showing 12% of the votes. So they got a minute to go. They're only showing 12% of the votes of the precincts have turned their votes in. So OG Elroy says, I think that Covington dude they jammed up is going to be a treasure trove of information, especially who that car was handed off to. I think that guy that they just picked up, you're right. I agree with you. He's you're right. He's gonna tell who you absolutely right. And I kind of believe that it's been quite a few of them that has been, talking. They just didn't know as much as maybe some of the ones that just started talking. A lot of people talk about Cornelius, as I was saying earlier. Cornelius kind of went under the radar, but I do believe that Cornelius is involved. I think that was Cornelius out there with that Draco. That's what I think. I don't think that he's innocent. How he got involved, yes, she is. But that's only 12% of the votes that are in. So we'll see. But even if she does not win, Paul Hagerman, those prosecutors that are still over there, they're not going anywhere. They're not appointed. They work. They got tenure at the DA's office, so they'll still be working on the case. But I know that with her, she kind of goes. She goes hard. So, and she was dedicated to making sure that everybody that was involved in this Dawes case was prosecuted. So I'm hoping that she wins because I want to see the root of the tree dug up. Okay, I know that Mora guy does not know anything about being a prosecutor. He's a lawyer, but he's never practiced law. What he always did was he always worked at like colleges and stuff. So he don't know anything about prosecuting and all of that. So I don't really want him to win. But I know a lot of people was mad at Amy because they was mad at her because, you know, um, I think because they don't really know the laws. That's what that is. They don't really know the laws. Okay. Um, yeah. But we'll know who won by the time we get off of here tonight. I really want to drop the link, but y'all know that's how people hacks. When you drop that link, it's a darn shame what people do on here, but a change is gonna come. I've been singing that song for the last couple of days. A change is gonna come. Joy Loves God says I agree too. He's been out. Hold on. Ray Gibson says Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, Tupac Shakur, Adolph Thornton. What does the mean? What does the men all have in common? I think that they were all trailblazers. They represented something as it related to liberating the black community. T, you saw my comment. Key Glock say he went up for him. Wait a minute. No, I didn't see it. Key Glock says, damn shame is T. Key Glock said, T, you saw my comment. Key Glock say he went up for him and Dolph yesterday. He went up. I'm glad. And as a matter of fact, happy birthday to Key Glock. Today is Key Glock's birthday also. Key Glock say he went up for him and dog. Shout out to Key Glock. It's his birthday, you guys. But yeah, y'all, like I said, a lot of the stuff that's going on that these people are still doing for cash and clout is a damn shame before God. And the mere fact that they feel like that they're being done wrong when they when they commit these conspiracies and ultimately kill these people, they feel like they've been done wrong because they got to go do life in prison. And I think it's a shame that these OGs are leading them into a burning house, and they know better, simply so that they can do their dirty work because they too emotional to control their jealousy. They're ultimately sending these young men out to do their dirt because they're really jealous of what somebody else have going on. What Because if you got a problem with a man, if a man and did something to you or your family, if you're that angry, you go handle that yourself. That's a person that has really had an offense committed against them, right? So somebody does something to yourself and your family, you be ready to go handle them yourself. But when you can sit down and conspire and pay somebody to go do your dirty work, that's you that can't control your jealousy. And you don't want to see another man. They couldn't stand to see Dolph flossing and doing his thing and going buying new cars and stuff, cash. And you see how a lot of people have tried to hijack his style since he's been gone, like they're living their best life. They did this to this young man, and they act like they can live their best lives. Now that's how a lot of these people are too evil to even be out. With the way that a lot of these people have behaved since this young man, even if they did not care for him, if they didn't have anything to do with it, you still don't do a young man, just the way that they've handled it has been messed up on so many levels. The way things have been handled as it relates to young dog. And so it's going to be interesting to see the very end, because one thing about this young dog's case, the people at the lower level, it's already over for them, even if they have not been indicted. But one of the reasons that I wanted Amy to win is because Amy is dedicated to getting the people at the root of the tree, which are the people that put the bag on top of these young men's head, not just the ones that committed the act. Because as I've always said before, that if the straight drops and the Trayons and all of them are indicted and convicted, okay, and the Corneliuses and the Teases and all of them, if they're indicted and convicted, and the people that put the bag on top of Dog's head is not at some point indicted, it's still a travesty of justice. Because none of this would have never happened if they had not instigated and motivated this murder. The ones that did. Okay? None of this would have never happened. And these are the people that's ultimately, destroying the Black community, y'all. These are the ones that's doing that. Catalea, do you have an email address? Do you have another email address that we haven't used before that you can text to me so that I could send, because my throat's sore. I got to have me some help up here. But I'm scared to use any Gmail address, child, until they get the FBI get these folks. Because they flatfoot lost their damn minds trying to hack and sabotage people. They just hack their way into something they can't get out of. And that's but I don't want to talk about that. Let's see. Hold on, you guys. Um, who is on here? Thank you, Kimberly. Who on here with a secure email address that ain't been hacked that I can help that I can have to come up here? Facts. Enjoy. Kim, was your Kim, I'm getting ready to send you a link also. Young Dolph was in a position that the hit had to be approved by someone higher, BY and Yo Gotti. Okay, hold on. Don't email it to me. Don't email it. Text it to me. Um, wow. Um, okay. I think so too. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Facts, really two more heads higher than them at Black Swan. IMO went along but didn't approve of it. So I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think, and I just want to get the opinion of the people in my chat. Do y'all believe that these young men in Young Dolph's case was paid to do this, or y'all think they did it out of just hate and jealousy? Do y'all think they was paid, or they just did it out of hate and jealousy, or both? I want to know what y'all think. Jealous and paid? Both? Kim said allegedly Jay-Z Dolph wasn't thinking about them. Both. A lot of people says jealousy and paid. Both. I think it was a paid hit, paid crash dummies, in my opinion. Most definitely paid. This was a make sure he die this time act. Miss T, they was paid and most definitely jealous. Jealousy was the motivation. The money is what finalized it. Paid, clout, hate, and jealousy. I agree. You're right. The money is what finalized it, because if they had fallen out with Dolph a couple years back, Dolph has still been in and out of Memphis. If they hated him that bad, they could have, they would have been did something to him. Leo Thompson says both. I think it was both too. I think it was hate. Well, more so the jealousy and being paid. They was paid. I think they were paid because I listened to Track Hawk and he said he did it for his man, and jealousy. And jealousy, yeah. And the thing about it is, when you look at Straight Drop now, you could tell he's had the opportunity to sit and wonder why he did that. He looks like he is in distress every time you see him. He looks like he is in distress. So ain't nobody got to tell me. I know he regret doing it. I know he regrets it. The money is what pushed it over. Paid or both. Okay. Yeah. And the money normally does. And that's what I was talking about. Clout, cash. I think some people was promised um some material things, you know. And it seems like several people, it's a lot of people that have been elevating since, Dolph he was taken out. But, just the same, I feel like it's a shame. It's a shame what they did to him, and it's a shame how things are being handled. If you don't care about somebody, you don't have to get on there and say, my condolences, but you sure don't have to troll the dead. And a lot of them have been trolling the dead. You still dissing this man in his death. And that's why I say we as people have to be more responsible. Number one, if you have children that like this type of music, especially of certain artists, if they can get in their music and diss the dead, we need to stop supporting them. That's how we stop them from doing what they do. We don't support people that terrorize our community. We just don't do that. And that's what they're doing. They're terrorizing the community and mocking the dead and making these younger people who ain't got no type of guidance anyways, a lot of them think that what they're doing is cool, and then there will be a reward for taking out somebody's life. These are the examples that they are setting, and they don't even care about it. Child, they sit somewhere mad at me for saying it. And that's the reason why I know that, a lot of them are going to be reaping what they sow, because God is going to make them pay for a lot of what they have done. Because here's the thing, people talk about what Young Dolph said to Gotti. Young Dolph could have said whatever he wanted to say to Gotti. He could have cussed him out, said anything he wanted to say to Gotti, Black Youngster, whoever. It does not give them the right to take his life. And my thing is, people sitting up talking about they gangster because they destroy lives with their money. Okay? They destroying lives with their money. But I've never seen so many people ducking and dodging, trying to get out of going to jail. Okay? Because they understand if they was involved that at some point they're going to go to jail. Nobody is getting away with what they did to Dolph. At some point, those that put the bag on top of his head are going to pay. They're going to have to pay for what they did to that boy. It was not right. All because, they was mad. You can't take somebody out just because you mad. And then got the nerve to be on here talking about I'm living my best life. That's evil. There is nothing humane about what they did to him. Okay? And so now you got, people talk about Trulia Mafia. And I truly believe that a lot of those members of Trulia Mafia, see, you have to think about, like, when people talked about Cornelius, okay? They talked about Cornelius. Well, Cornelius was not out there. We never really saw any pictures of Cornelius. Cornelius had better sense he was not trying to be in the industry. Most burglars and robbers are low key people. They go under the radar. They don't even like really being seen because they don't want nobody on social media to notice them again. Okay. But now that we see that Trayon's name never really came up, but he has been indicted. That's somebody that kind of went under the radar. Just like in the beginning, people are saying, like people are saying Cornelius went up under the radar. Okay. So just because people have gone up under the radar don't mean that they didn't have some type of affiliation. As I always say, it's hard for me to believe that Cornelius did not know them and they hung out in the area that he lived in. We don't know how they knew each other. Could have been through a mutual friend or relative. Okay? But the most important thing is, who are the financiers? Because they was just there to do a job. And probably a lot of those ones that was around, that I'm hearing was around that cookie shop, to make sure Dolph did not run out of that cookie shop and live. Because as I keep telling y'all, I was told that there was an order that he not come up out of there alive, and he didn't. Okay, so I wouldn't care how many cars was around, because it's all get ready to come out anyways. Okay, but I was told that there were other cars around. Now that's what I was told by a reliable source. So that means that even though it was sloppy, it was definitely planned. And because God don't like ugly, it has backfired. It has backfired. Yeah, I'm trying to find a way to hold on. I'm trying to copy and paste something. So I can't understand why people are so scared and trying to run. Okay? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to find a secure way to to get some more people up here. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to figure out a way to a secure way to send these links. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Don't go nowhere because y'all know. Hold on, guys. Okay, y'all. Let me know y'all got it. Okay, I sent them to both of you guys. A Black Swan says, Miss Tamara, a blogger last night did over a 7-hour video frame by frame of the park, and there were plenty of cars there. He showed all the cars that had been mentioned. Okay. Kat, I have that same question. God bless your heart, Kim D. I really hope that the ones who were involved will get the death penalty. They were judge, jury, and gave Dolph a death penalty. What makes it not fair for them to get the same punishment? Was it the exact date of Dolph's death? Because I don't know how they would be privy to that type of video unless they hacked into something. So let's be cognizant of that. And which I don't think they would get on here after they've committed a federal crime, but it's a lot of stuff they're doing and getting out here and doing, and they're gonna have to that there are repercussions behind. Jacqueline Williams says, "I really hope that the ones who were involved will get the death penalty. They were judge, jury, and gave Dolph a death penalty. What makes it not fair for them to get the same punishment?" I absolutely agree. I agree. You don't want to know my theory on the MBQ. It's just as sick as the death of Doll. Yeah, I know you're working a lot, but we be missing you at Kim. Yeah, we be missing Kim. For those of you all that's just coming into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. But definitely hit the like button, you guys. Definitely hit the like button. Tonight we're talking about clout, cash, conspiracy, conspiracies, and caskets. And as I go back and kind of debrief you all on what we had talked about earlier, I was talking about how clout is a drug now. You know, you have people doing anything for clout and cash, to include conspiring to commit all types of crimes, mostly murder. They're conspiring against people, okay, for clout and cash, and they're giving whoever is giving promising them the clout and the cash caskets. And it's not going to work out in the end. It never does. It never does. You know, you can't take somebody down like Young Dolph and then expect for there not to be any repercussions. You know, look at how nobody, that the young man on Monday was indicted. You know, and there are more to come from there. You know, there are more that's going to come. It's going to be other young men indicted. And my thing is, I can't understand how these people can help to destroy lives. And they'll say, well, you know, these kids weren't innocent. They was already out here committing these crimes. So you trying to tell me that they was already out there committing crimes, so you help to continue that cycle? And these be some of the same damn people that say that they supporting their own, they supporting the black community. These be some of the same ones. Catalina says, you don't want to know my theory. Okay. It was the date of the death. Those cameras around took pictures from different directions, date and timestamp. Okay, so my question would be now, Black Swan, how did they get that? Because those videos were not readily available, you know, to just anybody. How did they get them? So I get it. I mean, that's what makes me suspicious of that, because anybody can Photoshop a date and timestamp. You know, it would be interesting in knowing how they got them, because those videos would not be just readily available to anybody, especially not a vlogger. Okay. Okay, people are still in line waiting to vote. So this was a big turnout. Okay. Kim and Catalina, I sent y'all a link. These young men are killing one another at such a rapid pace until we will have a huge hole without our 30 to 50-year-old black men. That's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. Okay. So, you guys, um, I sent it to the one that the address that you gave me. Hello, Diane. Do you live in Memphis? Steve Morrow was leading, but those were only early voting results about 39 minutes ago. Sanchez says Morrow. Yeah, please hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. Okay. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button, you guys. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I don't know why y'all didn't get it. I sent it. I sent it. Maybe it's going to take a minute. Let me see. Oh, it said failure. Um, that's what you came over here to say, Loretta Davis? That's what you make that fake page to say? That's what you made that fake page to say, Loretta? Or whatever you are? You calling me fake, but you made a fake page. You have to make fake pages to go and troll, but you call me fake. But you can't say your real name. You had to go make a fake page and you call somebody else fake though. It seems to me you got a damn mental illness. Anytime you can be paid to troll, you got a mental illness. You need to go check yourself into the mental institution. You a sick individual. It seems to me you need another job. No, well, listen. Why don't you use your real name in your face? If you ain't fake, use your real name in your face. You gonna make a fake page to bring your fake ass over here. You gonna make a fake page to bring your fake ass over here with your fake ass comments to troll. And you call me fake. That's a mental illness. That's the pot calling the kettle black. It's actually pathetic. If you ain't got nothing better to do but to be paid to come into somebody else's chat, okay? And now you blocked. Now you blocked. Now you blocked. These internet trolls are pathetic. Okay? So actually what they do is that means that we blocked them on several other accounts and they've been trolling other people and they've been blocked in several other chats. So now they're getting ready to go and make another fake account. I mean, they have people that are paid to troll. That's what they paid to do. And they ain't got nothing better to do but to come in here. But that's what they're paid to do. They paid to do a job. And since they like to talk, I wonder when they making all these fake pages and hacking all these accounts. I wonder are they gonna be so forthcoming when the FBI hit their door? Cause we already know what page they behind and who behind the damn page. We already know about their organization, but that's not even to be discussed on here. You know, and it all goes back to what I was saying about clout, cash, conspiracies, and caskets. It ain't no different than what's going on YouTube. You know, I was getting ready to say something, but I can't even talk about that right now. You had a lot of people with crabs in a barrel mentality that's on YouTube. They committing all types of felonies and stuff. Okay? Okay? Because to them, it's just a job. They feel like, I mean, they won't get out and get them. Wow. They won't get out and get them no damn job. So they figure I can make a whole lot of fake accounts, let somebody pay me to troll because they too pathetic to get out and get a real job. And so this is their life. They get on YouTube and troll. Okay? Right? I mean, now they block. Now they got to go make another account because they pitiful. Right? But some people just, they want, they want clout and they want cash and they'll do anything for it. Ain't no different than what's going on with a lot of these young dudes that are out in the street. I'm very passionate about what is going on out in the street. Right. They'll come back under another account and we're going to block that one. So they're going to have to go make about 1,000 or two damn accounts, 1,000 or 2,000 accounts because we just going to keep blocking them and not giving them any attention or clout because they want some clout and they want to disrupt this chat, but we're not going to give it to them. So they can get their ignorant asses and go and make about 200 to 300 accounts. Okay? And if that's what they need to do, we just gonna keep blocking them until they get tired. Okay? All right. Clout, cash, conspiracies, and caskets. Some of these people on YouTube are so pathetic. They making more money than they've ever made. This is their source. So all they know how to do is crawl into barrels. When they bottom feeders, it ain't nothing for them to do it. When they've been a bottom feeder their whole damn life, and they can't understand. They think somebody else is weak because they say, I'm not crawling into no barrel. I got money to pay people to fight for me the legal way. And so these people are being paid to push an agenda as it goes back to they mad at me because they want to destroy Young Dolph's legacy. Okay? And it seems like to me, I guess they think they're doing a good job of it, but they can't destroy his legacy. Not on YouTube, they can't. They had a bunch of cowards to take his life. Okay? They had a bunch of cowards to take his life, and that still wasn't good enough for him. So they go get a bunch of Mentally, they go get a bunch of mentally ill people. You got to be mentally ill to sit up and come in somebody's chat up under a fake ass name that don't give a damn about you or the damn womb that you crawled out of, and post crazy stuff in their chat that don't make a bit of damn difference to them what they think. Okay? All right. But these are some of the same people I'm willing to bet that's caught up in this situation with the feds that's been on here hacking. I bet they're going to be in that group. Because anytime money is involved, black people go crazy. They'll do anything to include commit federal crimes. Okay? To include commit federal crimes. All for a check that they ain't gonna be able, that ain't nothing but a bunch of damn crumbs that they ain't gonna work towards going towards them damn lawyers that they're gonna have to use to defend themselves. It probably won't even pay for that. Okay. But these people want to get on here and push an agenda with a lot of garbage, a lot of BS. Call me a fake police officer. Okay. I don't work for the police department no more. But I bet you I got the motherfucking plug. Okay. That's what they mad about. They know whatever I get on here and say, that's probably what it's gonna be. Cause I know the people inside the DA's office and the police department. They have to go and conjure up fake shit. Okay. And a lot of the stuff that I could say, I don't say. Because it's gonna come out anyway. It ain't for me to say. But I did work for the police department for 18 years. Okay. And that's what kills them. They know I got the relationships. I know how to go get, I know I could get the information. And people trust me with information. You know why? Because a lot of the stuff that I can get on here and say, and I bet you it come to pass. If I got on here, I could say something right now, and I bet you it's gonna happen. But they trust me because they know I'm not gonna get on here. If they tell me something, I'm not gonna get on here and spew it out before time, so that the enemy can strategize. I'm a strategic person. I know strategies, and I ain't that thirsty just to be the first one to put it out. I don't mess up investigations. I don't do stuff of things of that nature. I didn't work down there for 18 years to get on here just for some clicks and views and mess up investigations. I'd be a damn fool. Okay. But to get into somebody's chat and troll, what they pay them $20 a night? I mean, 20 I mean $20 a day or less. People on here are so pathetic. And a lot of them, they family members ain't even legal in the United States. But they so money hungry that they would bring that attention to some of these damn cuckabug heads down there in Texas. Okay? They got these hackers and lined them up. They thought they was gonna run me off of YouTube, but they ran me straight to the feds, and they was interested. That's why I asked that young Dolph Unsolved, had they came to your doorstep yet? Because we know who you are. Had they came, because if they ain't, they coming. Do these people really think that they could get on YouTube and terrorize people simply because they've been paid to do a job? And when they get through, they still ain't gonna be able to destroy Young Dolph's legacy. So it's all in vain, stupid, ignorant motherfuckers. Okay? Just because I don't say nothing, don't mean I don't know. I've had to hold my peace, even for the last week or so when I was mad as hell because they violated me again. But I was told to hold my peace because I ain't letting it go this time. That's why I can promise you that I'm going to be here and they ain't, because I know. And not only that, I want some retribution for my pain and suffering. But that's what my lawyer is in place for. See, I got the cash to get mine. Do they got it? Can they families withstand what's going to come with all of this bullshit that they doing on here, especially if some of them ain't legal? And these nappy neck cuckabug heads that's working with them already been identified. It's a damn shame. Anytime black people get into something, they make it into a damn crab feast. They crawling into all kinds of buckets, and then got the nerve to sit up with they get on their soapbox with a speech. They just had want to destroy a black man. I'm a black woman. I deserve respect. I got kids. Bitch, you was on here hacking, hoe. You mean to tell me you couldn't do nothing better with what you got than to hack? You took yourself away from your kids. Because I told y'all, now let me stop. Because I'm about to get mad. I'm about to get mad. Okay. Now let me get back to what I was talking about. Because a lot of these niggas they really don't know that they really got bigger trouble. They just ain't seen it yet, so they don't know. But they really got bigger fish to fry. Okay. Because I don't think they're going to be playing with them when they hit that door. Okay. But back to what I was talking about. Thank you, Monica J, for the 1999 super sticker. Clout, cash, conspiracies, and caskets. It's a damn shame what people is willing to do for some money. It's a darn shame how black people are destroying each other for some money. There has to be a renewal of the mind within our communities. Our people are completely messed up. And you can't expect the JoJo Splats and the straight drops and the Trayons and all of them to do any better when they looking at a bunch of jacked up older niggas. Who do they really have to look up to? We pitiful. And a lot of these people that get in these chats are a lot of these foreigners. So they ain't got no problem with getting on here trying to, and with a lot of these medias and stuff, these pop-up pages that's putting all this propaganda out about dog. These ain't, a lot of them ain't black people. They trying to corner a damn market, and they got a lot of these cuckabug heads dangling money over their damn head because they ain't used to no money, and they fall right in line until the feds come knocking at their door. Then they let them know you's a nigga. I ain't got nothing for you. I use you. I got to cover my own ass. Okay. But these cuckabug heads are so willing to try and destroy another brother or sister. I even let it go the first time when they did it. I was like, well, I'm not gonna worry about them. Somebody said that they're gonna come back. And they did, and they messed up because they made some mistakes. and the email address was traced. Okay. But Black people are so willing to destroy other people within their community because a lot of them hate what they see when they look in the mirror. They hate what they see when they look in the mirror, which is themselves. So it ain't nothing to them to try to destroy another Black person and grin and, like I said, slobbing and spitting and escorting anybody else that don't even give a damn. Like I was saying before, and I don't mean no harm. You can't go into the Arabic community because they think a lot of their community. You can't go into the Arabic community and say, I got some money. I want to pay you to go and destroy some other Arabics. They're going to go get their damn machete. They like machetes. They're going to go get their machete and start cutting at the back of your damn neck. Okay? They're going to run your ass out of their damn neighborhood with their machete in their hand trying to cut at your damn neck. No, no, no. You can't strut my people. Same way with Hispanics. Hispanics closer to Black because they are Black. They just don't want to be. Okay? But they ain't let you come into their community. You ain't gonna see no damn Tejano music and be successful. But when you get to dealing with these napping neck cuckabug heads, they all game. Give them 15 cents. Hell, you give them $100, they putting a hit on their own mama. Yeah, I come to the table and put a hit on my mama. They taking out their whole family. Our people need some repair. They sick. These Arabics think I'm gonna let them mess with me? And these cuckabug heads right behind it. We ain't got no righteous Black men no more. Hell, they glad. A lot of them don't even like women anyways. They mad because they got the fake like they like women. I'm talking about some of these Black men on YouTube. They don't want no woman. They hate women. But they mad because they can't live their truth. So that's why they doing all this federal shit on the internet so they can go back to jail. Hell, they ain't got to commit federal crimes to go be with the men. They just need to live their truth. They don't even like women. But they mad because they got to lay with one and she got a vagina and not a stick. So they start terrorizing because they don't know how to live their truth. Brother, go live your truth. You be helping a Black woman. You be helping us. Go get you a man. So they link up with all of these others that have set up these fake ass medias on YouTube and they think they're going to terrorize. Okay. And because more Black men are bitching now than women could ever be, they line right up with them. And guess what? In the end, they ain't going to even be here. They've committed too many federal acts that are crimes. Okay. And I'm going to tell you something about YouTube and Google. They don't want them lawsuits. They don't want that bad publicity. They don't want them lawyers at their neck. Not for a bunch of bottom feeders. Okay. All right. How you doing, D-Mon?
Hey, lady, I'm good. How are you?
Whew, I'm good.
All right. Take a breath.
Whew.
Take a deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Yes, ma'am. Look, let me tell you something about these people. You say that coming into their neighborhoods, you know, they will get the machete and come at them neppy neck Negroes because they're not having it. We're the only ones that allow everybody to make money off us, be it being a crash dummy or us spending our money with them and making their lives comfortable. You know,
That's right. They don't even like black people. And
no,
it don't count if you talk about well, they like black women. Most racists love black women. But they still think less of them. Just because somebody get in bed with you don't mean that they think anything of you. The slave
absolutely,
masters was screwing the black women. They was raping them.
absolutely, yes, ma'am. But Tam, it goes back to what we talk about with not paving a way for yourself. See, when you don't have the wherewithal, the intelligence, no goals, no gumption, no nothing going for yourself, and have the state of mind to pave a way for yourself, you depend on others for your financial means.
That's right. That's true.
I get up and I hit the clock every day simply because I don't want to ask and I also don't want to be asked. Okay. I feel like my mother told us growing up, everything that think they grown need to get out and get their own money and pave their own way. So that's one thing is as hard as my mother went in on us, one thing I'm grateful for is that she raised us to be independent and self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
So, while we sitting back letting these people use us and make us think we on cloud nine and that we bossed up, how in the hell are you bossed up and you got to do tricks and swing from chandeliers and get on your knees uh, to please somebody just to get some bread? At what point, I'm sorry, make that make sense. Because how are you bossed up? A boss is a boss like Dolph, a boss is a boss like Grove Hero. A boss is a boss like Locke. They grind and they getting it out the mud and they doing what they got to do. So that don't
Absolutely.
have to ask nobody for crumbs.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah, you know, I
And you
don't
would
understand.
think if they had the knowledge and the brain to be sitting up trying to figure out how to hack and commit crimes, that they can be doing something and making a lot of money being productive legally.
Let me tell you something. As far as this YouTube thing goes, I've just really had no idea how grimy and how messy grown black people are. You understand? Because you see these other white content creators going on about they day, happy go lucky, just creating their content and they keep it moving. We're the only culture that get on a social media platform and show our natural black asses. Okay, for what? A few cents? I've noticed even with you, Tam, you make a video, I'll be damned if I don't turn around and hear somebody that sound like they done jumped into your body and speaking through your mouth, repeating almost verbatim the same words. And I say to myself, how does that work for you? You understand? Because if you're so unintelligent or so uneducated that you're not able to come up with your own words and your own creativity and content, uh, YouTube might be the wrong lane for you. You might want to go get you a real job because the word for the day is job. You understand? If this YouTube thing is turning you into a voiceover, a clone, or a clown. How
Mm-hmm.
does that work for you? Where are these people jobs at? I've never seen nobody sit to a PC and just sit there hour after hour. Hey, people, I'm back with another video. Well, damn, you just told us that an hour ago. Don't you have other things to do?
Wow. And you know what's so sad about it is that you see other content creators. I'm talking about the whites. They have millions of views. You don't hear them going in on each other.
Girl,
They be
tell
in
me
their
about it.
own lane. They don't get into no messiness in these
Messy,
YouTube streets.
messy.
They
Yes,
about their
ma'am.
money and they don't tear down other YouTubers to try and make their money. But that's what you see on here.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Like I had a conversation with somebody earlier. I'm gonna tell you something. When the Key Glocks and the Mia Jays and Mama Dolph and Daddy Dolph and these people that's Ravens and these people start suing them, okay? Because taking their page is not enough because they don't do nothing but go around, turn around and make another page, okay? So when you start suing them and hitting them in their pockets for defamation and all of this other stuff, messing with your brand, that'll shut all that down. And all of these goofy foreigners that's probably don't have zero visa to even be in this country, got these nappy neck Negroes, like as you call them, jumping through hoops on here. You know, I try to understand the concept of seeking justice for Dolph, but at the same time defaming and slandering people without any proof. And even if you have proof, you still do not come on here and slander and demean people. And then when you get on their ass and call them out, they want to play the victim.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Don't cry wolf when you get called out, and leave people alone that's telling the truth. Because
That's
see, all
true.
of that hocus pocus and foo-foo mess that they got going on, as you say, it's not going to change the facts. It's not going to change anything. Because if Key Glock, Mia J, or Daddy O, or any of them was guilty or had a hand in this, straight drop, Cornelius, and now we got Trayon. And all the other ones, Bang, Gang, Wang, and all of them down there, Bobby O, CEO Bobby, and all. Don't you think one of them would have told by now?
Mm-hmm. They would have.
People have lost all sense of sensibility, and that's how I know that uh, when you are catering to an audience that are brain dead, then of course you get likes and views because your audience is brain dead. You understand? You can tell them, there's no ice in Alaska, and they'll believe it.
That's true. You got people so bad on here. They using these foreigners to hack into people's computers. They're like, what do they call them? Voyagers. They're watching women through their computers. If they have their computers up in the privacy of their homes, that's how bad these YouTubers are.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
They watching people through their phones in the privacy of their homes.
Tim, but like I say, Google not going to be concerned until they get a class action lawsuit on their hands and get public publicity about this. And that's why I say any creator, content creator that has been wronged or feel that there's a problem, need to collectively start going to their local news stations and start airing Google out.
That's right. That's right. You know, and you have some lawyers for those that are worried about like money and lawyers. You have some lawyers that would gladly take the case. You know,
I,
especially for those that have been violated, they would gladly take the case and take their and get their money on the back end. That's a
yeah, wait
lawyer
a
that you
minute.
know gonna fight because they're gonna get their money.
That's right.
Gotta
But
live.
see, I'm gonna tell you something. people have a problem with, I see a bunch of ego tripping and power. And when you have never been in a lead role in your life, or you've always scrambled to uh, make change, this is the result of that. When YouTube is your bread and butter, and you going against the grain just to get a dollar, it's really pathetic because I sit back and I say, wow, whatever happened to going somewhere, learning a trade or learning how to do something with yourself? Because anybody can talk smack and tell lies if that's what you choose to do. But the amount of smear campaigning that's going on is gotten to a point now where I think legal action needs to be taken, and I'm dead
Absolutely.
serious about that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you got lawyers that will gladly take the case.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Once you put the word out that all these issues have been uh, existing, and they're constantly day to day being actively being
Harass.
active,
Mm-hmm.
then a lawyer will take it. And then once you get a class action lawsuit, Google ain't gonna have no choice but to settle out of court because see, we're talking about breach of people's personal identities,
Privacy. Mm-hmm.
breach of
Security.
privacy. So if you're allowing all of these things on to happen within your company, and you have put these what do they call it, the disclaimers and all this stuff in place, the YouTube policies, and so if you're not following your own rules, then you're liable. They are totally liable. And since Google owns YouTube, Google is liable, and I don't care who owns it and how rich he is, he's still liable. Big companies like Google settle out of court every day. So since I have to go through the distress, the defamation, and whatever else I'm dealing with, I want my piece of the pie. Pay me my piece of the pie so I can
Mm-hmm.
move up like Wheezy and George.
That's right. These folks hack people's stuff and brag about having, get right on here and brag about having their social security numbers and stuff. And
Yeah,
then go try to, yeah, and go try and get stuff at doxing and things of that nature. It's sad.
yeah, it's sad. It's sad. But what I want to say about this guy, Treon, I'm gonna tell you something. Whoever is indicted, it's gonna be some stiff penalties. Ain't nobody getting ready to get a slap on the wrist with this one.
Mm-mm.
Period. It's gonna be some. It ain't gonna be no wrist slapping, baby. It's gonna be some. I want to say something else, but yeah, they about to get some stiff penalties. And if any of them are smart, they're gonna talk. And I believe that they've been talking all along. And you cannot have a case this big, and I've said it before, with this many people involved and nobody talks. So the additional arrest that comes down, I agree. Who said that? Florida Two Pistols, or was it OG Elroy that said this guy is going to be a jewel? Trayon. Tam?
Um, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I said, who said that Trayon was going to be a jewel to this case?
OG Elroy.
Yeah, he's going to be a jewel. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because um, you can't think that he's, and then he got caught with the weapon too. Come on now. I'm almost curious if that weapon was used in other cases, because you
Absolutely.
can't you can't just use it one time. He ain't just popped it off one time now, especially if he out here trying to kill people. They ain't your
That's
first
true.
time popping somebody with that weapon.
That's true. I
So I
agree.
really hope it opens the door for Jeremiah Taylor. I hope it opens the door to other things that happen um, after Dolph's demise. Because I think there's a lot of people out there that probably deserve some justice. And I say probably for a reason, you know what I mean? Some others, you know, I don't want to talk like that, but you know what I'm saying. You know, some other ones out here that, went to the upper room because, for whatever reason.
TG says, yeah, Monica, so far that kids' dads got 4 million in the Sandy Hook.
Hmm.
Well,
But
let
I'm
me
gonna
ask
tell
you
you,
something, D. Mom. Why do you think that these kids are um so willing to give caskets for the clout and the cash?
because they don't have any ambitions or other goals other than to try to be a rock star. You know, that's why when you see shows like American Idol and these type of shows, how geeked up people are to be famous. Everybody wants to be somebody, but there's a way to be somebody and to be famous without risking your freedom, risking your life, and taking somebody else's life. There's nothing wrong with wanting fortune and fame, but unfortunately, in most capacities of fortune and fame, however it comes, movie star, rock star, rap star, whichever way it comes, there's always a price to pay. And it's been that way since day one.
Mm-hmm.
People have to pay a steep price for fortune and fame. How they say, nothing, you don't get something for nothing.
They said,
And
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Demon. I'm sorry.
oh, I was going to say, and unfortunately, that's just by design. It's the way it's structured. You
Mm-hmm.
wash my back and I wash yours.
Mm-hmm. It's sad though. Monica was saying, I was just saying, Monica was saying, or maybe dropped, told, and wanted to be moved before Trayon arrived. I kind of believe it's along those lines. I do,
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
he's going over to the correction center soon enough, anyways. You know, he's been down there tucked away. I mean, he when I checked, he was up. They had moved him up there, but to the around the annex. But that means nothing because um a lot of times when they're getting ready to go to court or something like that, like he did, they will move them to another housing so that they can be with those officers that's going to escort that group of people to court. You see what I mean? So that
Hmm.
don't mean anything. He might be back down there where he was in a few days when they move him again, when
Yeah,
classifications move him again. But I think it's somewhere along those lines. He's not going to be at that jail forever, anyways. He's got to leave soon enough.
he's got to
So
go do the federal to the federal prison for that federal time.
absolutely. So for him to just after this, I mean, I guess people are suspicious because of the timing of it, and Ganguly just looks so defeated.
I'm gonna tell you something. The same way these YouTubers are squeezing the life out of certain content every day, all day, Ganguly is squeezing the life, gonna squeeze the life out this case. You hear me? And
Mm.
so is Michael. They're gonna squeeze it until the last drop of money, because we know Ganguly is getting paid by the city or the state, right? And then we know Michael is a private attorney. But all they can do is tell these guys, talk, and I'll try to get you the best deal that I can get you. Because there's no way that you can defend 800 pages. You can't. What is the defense and the justification for that? Nothing. So at this point, I think it's just basically boiling down to them letting their clients know what they have against them, what evidence they have against them, and now trying to work towards some type of plea. Because I don't think that they would. If I was in their shoes, I wouldn't want it to go to trial.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
We got spammers, guys.
But they back again because Catalina just got them.
Oh, she got them. Okay, okay. I can't see on here when they've been. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go to trial,
If they know
and I
what's
think
good for them, they wouldn't go.
yeah, yeah. Because I can't think of any jury, not unless it's some of these brain dead folks out here that's swallowing up this uh, propaganda. But I can't think of any jury that would not convict based off what we think happened. Of course, we don't know what's in the 800 pages, but if it's constructed the way I think it's constructed, and it's got all this information, overwhelming information in there, overwhelming evidence, I can't see any jury saying, you know, not guilty.
They're not going to. You know, they're not going to.
Yeah, they're not going
You
to.
have to
So,
understand. This get ready to be some more of them, some more young, indicted.
yep, there's going to be some more. And I always say the more arrests, the better it is for the case.
Yes, it is.
Can't have that many people and not get to the meat of the problem. Or you said the root of the tree.
Ray Gibson said, "Mark these words. Mr. Smith is going to testify against Mr. Johnson. Just wait." Well, everything is falling apart. I think they initially thought if they just be quiet, they didn't have anything. They didn't realize how much they had.
Mhm. I don't know who they thought they were playing with. I don't know why they think that the authorities and the feds and the TBI and the DEA came to a cookout wearing snow boots. Make it make sense. But see, that comes from being remedial. You understand? When you got a remedial mind, then you think small. They don't think on a larger scales. They didn't think at the time that they were doing this crime, uh, the consequences of getting caught, and if they were ready to do the time. See, because here's the deal: when you do something on a large scale like this, you got to set aside some room in your brain for the possibilities of getting caught and preparing yourself mentally to go do the time. And I can look
Absolutely.
at straight dropping Cornelius right off the bat and tell they weren't mentally ready to do this kind of time that they're about to get.
They thought they was gonna get away with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, come on now, because see, if I go take a piece of candy out the dollar store, as I'm taking it, I have to mentally prepare myself that there's a chance that uh, loss prevention might stop me at the front door and hold me in the back room for stealing. Nobody thinks before they do anything. The same way with these clowns out here in these YouTube streets. Nobody thinks before they do anything. You understand? You think that you can just free for all do and say what you want to do to people and that there are no consequences to everything wrong that you do, be it
Absolutely.
today, tomorrow, next year, 10
Or
years
next
from now.
month. That's
Yeah,
right.
it's
There are
always
always
it's
consequences.
it's always consequences, and especially on something the scale as big as Dolph. And then how does Trayon even sleep at night? Now he up in the cell now, back home to where he came from, because he had already had a history of being locked up. So now you right back home, probably where you feel more comfortable. But how do you lay in that jail cell at night on that cot, knowing that you took out a woman from her kids, a lady? You took a older lady out and almost took the other young lady out. How do you live with yourself? And then I look at his mug shot. He looking like he mad at the world, like, he feeling some kind of way. He got caught. Then you gonna hold on to the weapon. It's like, dude, really? So yeah, it's gotta be more bodies attached to that weapon. I'm willing to bet uh this Oreo cookie I got in front of me, it's some more bodies. He got more bodies on his belt.
Oh, I'm sure they pride themselves. It's sad. They pride themselves on having bodies.
Yeah,
And that's sad. What is this world coming to? What has
yeah.
it come to?
It's coming down to it's either you or them. And I'm gonna tell you something. I looked at Finesse live. Finesse ain't gonna play with him.
Mm-mm.
He not getting ready to play with him because guess what? Like he said, hey, I done been down. I'm out now. All I want to do is make my music, my money, and take care of my family. And I saw another blogger talking about this man. I'm like, now, how is it? And make it make sense to me, Tam. How is it that you're the expert on every damn thing? Because don't nobody know that man like that. You know what I'm saying? And he been down. So, let him come out and make his money and live
Yeah,
his life.
yeah. And he's doing a good job, I think. I think Finesse is doing good. Um, you know, um, I've done a few vlogs on him, because of that situation with him and Moneybag Yo. And I hope that because Finesse is going up the charts, I hope that he keeps some people around him that's going to keep him safe. Because I think that it's sad that you can't be great without people trying to take you out.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna tell you something, and I've learned this throughout the years and in my lifetime. As long as you're a yes man or yes woman, people love you.
Yes, indeed.
See, and I'm gonna tell you something about me, even with relationships, and that's why I'm single. I'm not getting ready to be your beck and call girl. You
That's right.
understand? I'm not getting ready to be your doormat and you wipe your feet off on me, and use me to your advantage.
That's
And
right.
that's what these young boys allow these uh, people to do.
That's right.
Promises, 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 broken promises. See, Straight Drop thought he was going to be having that black and white poncho on, clown and pre with a pre-chain hanging off of him on stage at his concerts because he was promised a contract. He was promised that he was going to be a rock star. But he gonna rock out now. He gonna rock out for the next 60 years down there, wherever the hell they sent him. He gonna be
Hmm.
rocking out all right.
And I
If
think he
somebody
started
if
to
somebody don't
realize
rock
he was
his,
going to do them 60 years alone. And
yeah,
it shows that he ain't as, because it's something that he ain't wanting to face.
mm-hmm, yeah, because he see he want to be a rock star, but see if somebody gonna rock his noodles real soon. Yeah, they're gonna rock his. He gonna be a rock star, all right.
And that should be straight, just the look on Straight Drop's face should be an example for a lot of these other young men that are crash dummies. The Straight Drop looked like somebody is hitting him in the back of his head with a bat every day. The way he be frowned up when he's in court, you could tell he regretting what he did.
See, I'm gonna tell you something, and I don't really want to put this out in the atmosphere to give these people no ideas, but the first thing they try to do with people like him is give him some type of aptitude test to see how he is with his IQ. You know, because people like him, I'm almost certain him and a lot of these other clowns, these trolls out here, honey, I can't even. I'm willing to put money that the IQ is way below average. And I mean way, way, way below average. I'm talking about helmet, yellow bus average. And we don't want him to come in there looking like he don't understand the procedures and he don't know what's going on. So I'm almost sure that the next steps will probably be having him evaluated by some kind of head doctor, and then they'll be doing the aptitude and IQ test. Um, but here's the deal: y'all can do all of that all you want to, but at the end of the day, as long as it's understood that he knew right from wrong and he knows right from wrong, that's all I need to
Hmm.
see. You have to know right from wrong. And I don't care if your IQ is a 10. You got a lot of slow people out here that don't get out here and kill nobody.
That's ain't that the God's truth. They
Yeah,
slow and everything, but they know you don't go and take nobody's life just because you can't control your emotions.
that's right.
And all they took Dolph's life, them and the people that paid them because of jealousy.
That's right. Even that big balloon head dude, just because you can rap and somebody writes your lyrics for you. Because I'm gonna tell you something, and this is what I'm starting to learn. A lot of them got ghost writers because they so damn illiterate they can't even write their own damn lyrics.
That's true.
I mean, you write me a lyric and put a beat to it, then I might be able to pop it out. I might be able to pop my stuff. So, a lot of them are fakes and phonies anyway, because you don't even write your own damn music.
That's so true. That's so true. Consistently destroying the black community. It's a shame. You have to ask yourself, when these young men that are talented, Demon, is it even worth it now? They get into this so that they can be successful. But it seems like they being killed if they are successful, or if they get into the game and successful and got some sense. So if they get in and they successful, somebody gonna kill them because they jealous, or somebody gonna kill them if they learn the business part of it, because now they're a threat. They gonna be teaching other niggas how not to be slaves.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like it's not even worth it.
Mm-hmm. That's right. You ever stand behind somebody at a let's say a buffet or a banquet, or say you go to a wedding and you got the people that's actually fixing the plates and handing them out to people. You
Mm-hmm.
ever seen people that stand in line and look at the other person's plate and be like, how come she gave you more string beans than she gave me? You got more string beans than I, and then get pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of mentality that I'm just seeing in our culture. And it is just pathetic on so many levels. We so worried about what somebody else is doing and pocket watching and worrying about what kind of house and car somebody else is doing, have and their successes. Instead of learning it and asking them, man, how did you do this? Teach me the recipe. And that's all Dolph was trying to do. So you mean to tell me that that is a death? I mean, that's like something you should die for or die over? I don't get it. I don't get it. You mean to tell me because Dolph was teaching his people financial independence that he had to lose his life for? You mean to tell me because he signed people that he wanted to sign to his label? He didn't sign them to your label, he signed them to his label, that he's supposed to lose his life? And I don't care what kind of beef them boys had going on out there in the street. Dolph was a businessman. He ain't had nothing to do with none of that. And he also had the right, and it was his prerogative to cut off whoever he felt the need to cut off.
Mm. Catalina Lee says they became dead men walking when they let themselves be bought. That's true. And they lucky that the people that bought them didn't take them out, because they will. They
That's
will.
like me starting a landscaping company and I hire all Hispanics because I know, and I'm not stereotyping, but I just talking about the work ethic because I know they're going to come and do the job and not hire my own lazy, nappy neck Negro friends and relatives that want to take a break every 2 minutes. You can't get mad at me because of who I hire.
That's right. But you know what I wanted to do, Ma? These people that just did not, that just was not happy until they got Dolph out of the way. Is their lives any better? Are they living their best life other than the little material things that they've gotten? Are they able to sleep at night peacefully?
I'm going to tell you something, Tam. I don't know how peacefully they sleep at night, but one thing I do know, they ain't getting no rest looking over their shoulders because they wondering when them ABC boys going to be knocking on their door. See,
Mm-hmm.
Here's the deal. It's never no remorse for the victim. You don't have no remorse. They're not feeling no kind of way because they took his life. They probably sleep real good at night, seeing the anguish coming from his family. You know, that does something to an evil person just to see you in anguish. It just solidifies the evilness. And they get a kick out of seeing you in duress. So the only thing that they wondering right now, feeling, is when these boys come pick them up. So to me, you're not really living at your best life if you got to look over your shoulder every time you go out and do a show, every time you leave and go out in the public. Or sleep in your bed and do them like they did Young Thug, and drag you out the house in your t-shirt and your boxers and socks. Girl, that's gonna be a sight to see, honey. If Big Head ever we see him on camera with his socks and boxers on, that'll be the day I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I
And
said,
he better hope that be the night he go to bed with boxers on and not panties. I'm just saying. Make sure you keep boxers on from here on out going forward. Don't put on your normal undergarments.
a lot of these people act like they're not going to have to pay. Not only that, though, Demon, they got to pay for a lot of this other stuff that they did. Not only um, did they destroy Dolph's lives, a lot of um, these people that a lot of these people, these young men that they've helped to destroy lives that they gave money to, they got to pay for that too.
Yeah. You know, I think about Balloon Belly, uh, Soldier. How does it feel to be irrelevant? You know what I mean? See, that alone just to me should send a person into a dark, deep place that you once was hot and now you're not. And when you see a fresh face, young man like Key Glock and Moochie Grape and all these boys doing their thing, and you pretty much washed up, that's where you start seeing an older person that's supposed to have better sense and conduct themselves in a more mature way. When you see somebody his age going at young kids, it's like, dude, you know, are you that bitter that you just that washed up? You a has been, you practically have been forgotten about, and the only way people remember you is when you trolling. It's sad.
It is. It's sad. It's sad.
So happy birthday, Keith Lock, and many more, sweetheart. Do your thing, keep running it up. And for all the other ones that's sitting up in there and basically, essentially, have lost their life. See, Dolph lost his life in one way, but see, they about to lose their life in another way. You understand? And what they
Hmm.
gave Dolph, they gonna get it back 3 times worse.
Yes, they are.
And I'm gonna tell you something. In my experience, I have seen so many stories of how karma misses a generation. Okay. And these dudes that's doing stuff like that, they forget you got kids yourself. And the same way you made Dolph mama cry, one day your mama gonna cry. If not, you gonna cry for your own kids.
That's true, Demon.
Any results yet, Tam?
Uh, not yet.
Hmm. No, I'm on pins and needles.
Not yet. Well, yeah, we've been on here 3 hours. I
Okay,
know
honey.
Monica J get ready to start pouting. Hold on 1 minute, D-Mon. I'm getting ready to put you on mute. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
You can continue on. I'll be right back.
Okay. Florida Two Pistols say, youngster got some ashy ass lips. I think he like them powdered donuts. Yeah, I agree with you, Florida. Monica doing her stand-up comedy right now. So Monica says, but he a boss though, TG. TG says, Monica, damn facts, he floating away. Monica says BY might pull a Aaron Hernandez. Okay, that was a really crazy story with Aaron Hernandez. It really was. Very sad, dried up prunes and zombies destroying our brothers and sisters. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. Man, y'all see how they did Brittany? 9 years. And I'm gonna tell you something. Where's the outrage? You know, come on now. That girl don't deserve no 9 years. But see, they're using her as a political pawn. Going to use her as a prisoner of war, basically. That's the way I see it. I think she's being held as a prisoner of war. Because I think if this war wasn't going on between Russia and Ukraine, they would have cut Brittany some slack. So, you know, they trying to get U.S. to trade a Russian prisoner. I think he was a weapons dealer, arms dealer or something. I think they're trying to get the U.S. to trade this man for Brittany. But I just really feel like they did her wrong. And where's Miss Harris? I ain't heard her say nothing in in favor of Brittany or support. I haven't heard, unless I'm wrong, I haven't heard Miss Harris say anything in support of Brittany. Mm-hmm. They sure are Cadillac making an example out of her. That's right, Monica. Hell no, we won't go. I don't think BY's mind's strong enough either. See, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if y'all think back to the very first court date when Straight Drop comes strolling in there like he didn't have a care in the world, was sticking up his middle finger up on his neck, sending a subliminal F you. I caught it. I don't know if anybody else caught it. Now he coming in there looking like he's sick to his stomach. His head is bald, and I saw that bald spot in the back of his head. I said, he needs some regain for men. A Rogaine. What's that stuff? Regain, Rogaine or something? He needs to sprinkle them hair thing that what's that shaker like salt and pepper shaker. They got the stuff in the bottle in the can now that you can shake on your head like pepper and fill in the bald spot. He gonna need some of that. You might send him some money on his commissary so he can get some hair shaker fibers.
Okay, you guys, I'm back. I am back. Yeah, we've been on here almost 3.5 hours.
You right, Florida, Two Pistols. It's just like Boozy put a message out today, and he was talking about if she had been Taylor Swift, uh, they'd have been trying to draft for war, go to draft people for the war to get Taylor Swift out of the situation. But because she a sister, then they'll let her sit over there and rot for 9 years. They could care less. Yes, she is, Sabrina. All right, Tam, babe, I know you are tired because I can hear it in your voice. I'm going to hop down. And kings and queens, stay on your throne. Don't ever allow somebody to dethrone you. Know your worth. Stay prayed up. And I love you guys. And I'm going to be in the comments.
Okay, thank you for coming up.
Okay, Tam?
Okay, thanks. We really appreciate D-Mon for coming up. I tried to send Catalea and I tried to send Kim. I sent them both a link, but it kept saying it was coming back, you know. So I don't know what happened, but you know what, guys? I think tonight was a really good live, of course. I love when I love it when, we can talk about situations like this, clout cash, conspiracies, and caskets. And some of the same things that are going on in the physical on the street, that same mentality is right here on YouTube. You have people trying to sabotage other people's channels. But for every action, there is a consequence. And that is the exact same thing that's going on the street. People do evil things and it catches up with them. And then they want to cry wolf. Well, I'm a good guy, this, and that. But there are consequences for every action. And just because nothing has happened right now, don't mean it's not in the making. The exact same thing in the Young Doll's case. One thing about it, justice comes sooner than later. It comes sooner than later. Okay. And every bad deed will be repaid in some form. And what I'm finding is these people be out here committing these criminal acts against other people, but they can't take it. They can't take it when the feds come knocking at their door. They can't take it. They've been done wrong when they feel like somebody has implicated them in something, or people get their lick back, or whatever it is. They feel like they've been done wrong. Okay. So, clout, cash, conspiracies, and caskets. You got people that are wanting clout and cash so bad that they're sitting at tables conspiring to kill other human beings. And then they're giving them caskets. I'll give you clout and cash if you conspire and kill. And that's what's happening. It ain't no righteous people no more. It's not. They're very far and in between, few and in between. Because people want clout so badly. It's a damn shame before God. It is. It's a shame before God. And even if you got people, they took this young man out, and you got celebrities that we support that still sit on here and troll and mock the dead and um, send that stuff into the atmosphere, that it's okay to do what they did to him when it was nothing that they did to him was okay. We shouldn't even be supporting people like that. We shouldn't be supporting people that don't put lids on stuff like that. We can't afford to do that. And so now we got straight drop. And I go back to Trulia Mafia, and you heard Trulia Mafia, and you heard Trulia Mafia and you know, CMG and Pre, all, because Pre was Young Dolph's label, CMG is Yo Goddess label, and then Truly a Mafia has been, you've heard all of these names in this Dolph's case. And at some point, somebody was clout chasing and was willing to take somebody's life. It's not my job to implicate or say who's all involved. That's the district attorney's job. When y'all hear about these other indictments, I let them do their job. They'll announce it. But I think it's a shame before God that we could so easily just take people up out of here just because we're so emotionally messed up that we can't control our emotions, or we feel like our money makes us God. But it doesn't. There is a real God, and He sits on the throne. That's the God I serve, the one that we don't see. And I know that He is an almighty God, and He is also a God of wrath. You got too many people treating other people as their God, and mere man could never be my God. I could never fear another man as I do my God. Okay? So that God that we don't see, the omnipresence, the almighty God, Hosea, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, my provider. That's the God I look up to. And that's the same God that's going to get Dolph his justice. He ain't failed us yet. It's still happening. It's still in the atmosphere. That's the same God that's going to clean up the streets. That's the same God that's getting ready to take these criminals down on the internet. That's the God I serve. That's the same God that's getting ready to shut the mouth of those who got on here to try and destroy His legacy and came at innocent people that just got on this internet, okay, to speak the truth. That's the God that I serve. That's going to get the justice for Dolph and the people that have been violated in the midst of this, that just dare to be great or tell the truth. That's the God I serve. That's why I don't worry about other people and what they do. Yes, there have been some violations. I don't worry about that because I already know that's taking care of itself. But for every action, there is a consequence. And what I'm seeing is violators can't handle the consequences of their actions. They can violate, they're good at trying to victimize, but they can't handle the consequences of their actions. And there are consequences. In this young dog's case, I'ma still keep going. I know where the snakes are. I know when people get on here just as good when there are some people that try to play cool with me and they are connected to the very people that has something to do with young dog's murder. They know him in some way or form, and they on here keeping their ear to the street. And I guess in their mind, I pose a threat to them. I don't pose a threat to them because when I know something, it's because the people that need to know already know. And I'm talking about the authorities. Okay. So that's the God I serve, the God of justice. So it ain't no need in Douse Ops being mad at me or anybody else that dare to speak the truth. Okay. Because God says, vengeance is mine. Did they not think that when they did that to him, that God was not coming back to get them? They had to know God was coming back to get them. It ain't no more righteous people, because if they was righteous, if they had a little bit of God in them, they would know that they was reaping what they sow. They would know that they gotta reap what they sow. Ain't nobody getting away with this. And I heard with somebody say that Steve Mulroy just won, but the good thing about it is Hagerman and them are still going to be assistant district attorneys. They've been the ones that have been working this case anyways. They're not going anywhere. They're going to bring this case on home. Okay. The same people that worked on the inside of that district attorney's office are going to be the exact same people, such as Paul Hagerman and all of them. They don't change when the district attorney changes. The district attorney is appointed. The assistant DAs, or yeah, they're not appointed. Those are prosecutors and stuff that's prosecuting Daw's case. They're not appointed. They are permanent. So they're gonna be there. And if Morrow won, that just means that it's probably for the best. You know, who knows? He's a man. He might be even stricter on them. Okay. But what I do know is that nobody is getting away with what they did to young Dolph. And I think it's a shame before God that these young men would take chances on ruining their lives. And they pretty much have teasing them are not skating free with this. Because even if teasing them are never convicted, and that ain't looking too good for them. They're not gonna skate free because they still got to answer to a God. See, people ain't scared of God no more. They saying I'd rather answer to God than man. Cause don't nobody believe that God is a God of wrath. It ain't no more righteous people. I keep saying, but the wrath of God is gonna get them worse than any man could have ever done. Any man, okay. And just because I get on here and I don't say nothing and I'm cordial to people, don't mean I don't know. You know, for the most part, why some of these people have been put on here. But the fact of the matter is, whatever they think they're going to hear over here is still not going to change the outcome of what's going to happen in Dolph's case. And a lot of these other crazy people that have done criminal things on here. It's not going to change anything, okay? Because he will get justice. So this right here, what is happening in the young Dolph's case, should be a lesson to these crash dummies that's doing anything for clout and cash, that it's not going to work out. Because when you do wrong, wrong follows you. Okay? It ain't no getting away with it. Even when you think you've gotten away, it's going to come back and haunt you. Because you never really get away, because God is a God of justice. And a lot of people forget about that, okay? But I want to thank y'all for tuning in, you guys. I was so happy to be here with you guys tonight. I'm glad that y'all hung out with me. It's 12 o'clock. I know y'all got to get up and go to work in the morning. Okay. I've definitely enjoyed being here with you guys. You guys, we just got to pray some stuff through, and God is erasing all evils, from the evils that is going on this internet. Okay. I promise you that's being worked out, to the evils that's going on in the Dawes case, and that's being worked out too, you guys. Okay. But for those of you all, I gotta go because I've gotten tired. We've been on here 3.5 hours. I've enjoyed every second of it. That's still kind of early for us, but I gotta get up in the morning also. I enjoyed you too, Catalea. I enjoy everybody. I want to acknowledge who's still in here: Monica J, Jeff Lee, TG, Tanya, Joy Loves God, Natural Born Queen, Catalea, Hakia, Diane Wright. Who else is still in here? Monica, Demon. Um, I think I've said Catalea and TG. Natural Born Queen, Joy Loves God. Who else is in here? Shirley Jenkins is in the house. Y'all hung out with me tonight. You know, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate y'all's support. It means a lot to me. It means a whole lot to me. Monica said, "Hell no, we Monica, Monica don't never want to get out." We're gonna be right back here tomorrow, though. Y'all know we're gonna be right back here tomorrow, burning it up, and we're gonna have a good topic tomorrow too. Y'all, we will not be ran off, and we're gonna stand still until the people in the background clear, make the coast clear, so that we can be on here in peace. We already on here in peace. But these people that are these criminals that are committing these criminal acts and getting people's information off of the black web and hacking their information, make sure y'all got y'all passwords up to date, okay? Okay. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I want you guys to know I love you. I really appreciate you and your support. Until tomorrow, I'll talk to you guys later.